But Justinian's reconquests did not fully restore old Rome. Wars were expensive. Disease struck. The empire faced pressure from Persians, later Arabs, Bulgars, Turks, and others. The Eastern Roman Empire survived for centuries, but it slowly became smaller. Finally, in 1453, Constantinople fell to the Ottoman Turks. This marked the end of the Eastern Roman Empire. If we look at Rome from the very beginning to the fall of Constantinople, the Roman story lasted for more than 2,000 years. That is almost unbelievable. From small villages near the Tiber River to a republic, from a republic to a world empire, from Rome to Constantinople, from pagan temples to Christian churches, from Latin laws to medieval kingdoms. Rome changed many times, but its influence continued. And even after Rome fell, its legacy did not die. Roman law influenced later legal systems. Roman roads inspired future infrastructure. Roman architecture influenced buildings, churches, capitals, and monuments. Roman language shaped many modern languages. Latin became the foundation for Italian, Spanish, French, Portuguese, and Romanian. Roman political ideas influenced later governments. The idea of a republic inspired future societies. The Roman Senate became a symbol of political authority. Roman military organization became a model for later armies. Roman engineering showed what planning and discipline could create. Roman Christianity shaped Europe deeply. The Catholic Church grew in the old Western Roman world. The Eastern Orthodox tradition grew from the Eastern Roman world. Roman history influenced art, literature, philosophy, education, politics, and identity. Even today, we use Roman words, Roman ideas, Roman symbols, and Roman lessons. When people talk about republics, senates, citizens, laws, empire, dictatorship, civic duty, and public service, the shadow of Rome is still there. Rome is not just ancient history. Rome is part of the modern world's foundation. But the story of Rome is also a warning. Rome teaches us that power without responsibility becomes dangerous. Wealth without fairness creates anger. Armies without loyalty to law can destroy a state. Leaders without wisdom can weaken a nation. Entertainment without discipline can distract people. Expansion without stability can become a burden. And greatness without moral strength can slowly collapse. Rome was powerful, but Rome was not perfect. It created beauty. It also created suffering. It built roads. It also fought brutal wars. It created laws. It also accepted slavery. It gave citizenship. It also created inequality. It built a great civilization. But it also made mistakes that slowly destroyed it. That is why Rome is so important to study honestly. Not to worship it, not to hate it, but to understand it. Rome shows us human greatness and human weakness at the same time. It shows us what people can build with discipline, organization, courage, and ambition. And it also shows us what people can lose through pride, corruption, division, and careless leadership. My friends, the full history of Rome is one of the most powerful stories in the world. Rome began as a small settlement near a river. No one at the beginning could have fully imagined what it would become. But step by step, Rome grew. It learned from others. It organized itself. It built strong armies. It created laws. It formed a republic. It conquered enemies. It defeated Carthage. It controlled the Mediterranean. It produced great leaders, dangerous leaders, wise emperors, cruel emperors, builders, soldiers, thinkers, and reformers. It created peace for millions. It also created fear for many. It built roads across continents. It built cities that showed power. It spread language, law, culture, and identity. Then it struggled. It divided. It changed. The West fell. The East survived. And even after the empire disappeared, Rome's influence continued to live. This is the real power of history. History shows us that nothing great is built without effort, and nothing great survives without discipline. Rome teaches us that foundations matter, leadership matters, unity matters, law matters, character matters. A nation can become powerful through courage and organization, but it can become weak through corruption, division, and pride. The story of Rome is not only about the past. It is a lesson for every person and every society. If you want to build something great, build a strong foundation. If you want to keep something great, protect it with wisdom. If you want success, respect discipline. If you want power, use it responsibly. If you want your legacy to live, create something meaningful. Because Rome reminds us of one unforgettable truth. Greatness can rise from small beginnings, but greatness can only survive when strength, wisdom, and responsibility stay alive. Rome fell as an empire, but Rome never truly disappeared. It lives in laws, it lives in languages, it lives in buildings, it lives in books, it lives in governments, it lives in history, and it lives in the lessons it left for the world. That is why Rome is not just a city. Rome is a story of ambition, power, beauty, struggle, collapse, and legacy. And that is why, even after thousands of years, the world still remembers Rome.